Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's slightly delayed hobby live stream. My cats decided to freak out just before we got started and made a whole mess all over the place, and I had to clean it up. I'm sorry. I am sorry, but we are back. Let me know how everything sounds. I believe I should be connected and looking good. I'm getting one final link up to share on Instagram because I shared the wrong one the first time. Watch now. Or I'll say join me. Join me. That sounds good. Join me. All right. There we go. So join me, and I'm painting a holiday marine. Woo! All right, let's get that in some nice, lovely green. Shrink it down a little bit. Let's go share. Done. Now, I'm going to actually make sure that we're live because I haven't seen anybody say anything in chat and I'm mildly concerned. And I just want to make sure that we're here. Hello. I'm going to say something. Hello. Am I connected? I'm connected. Hello, everybody. Okay. I am going to now get some music on for myself. You guys have music, but Chaos Cultist showed me the wisdom of being able to listen to licensed things while doing these streams, and it's wonderful. So I'm going to do that. Hello, Nell. Hello, Alchemical Rabbit, Aaron, and Dim. Hello, everybody. All right, I am slightly not centered. There we go. I fixed myself. Look at my marine. I have been working on this boy over the last day, and I decided I wanted to do something seasonal this year, obviously. But I didn't want to just like go out and get the new Red Gobbo or anything like that because I knew I wouldn't have time to do that in between like doing a bunch of other things. So I was like, what can I do that's actually seasonal? And I was looking through my Space Marines because I knew I wanted to paint some sort of just Christmas Marine. And originally I was just going to do a generic Primaris. But then I found this beautiful Ultramarine. And I decided that I could turn this U, the Omega symbol, into a Wreath. And I want to do some fun holly patterns on his like white cape. So I think for just all of my Ultramarines going forward, if this works out well, I might just turn them all into Christmas Marines. Because I'm not a huge fan specifically of painting just generic Ultramarines. The color scheme is a little bit boring to me. But for some reason, this is so much more enjoyable, and I'm adding the little Christmas flair. Now, obviously, I am not fully done with my cleanup. I was trying to get that done before we got fully started today. However, I just didn't have time. What I have been able to complete is I've got the full red armor on. I've put a little bit of leather because I didn't want to go, like, I still want him to be Christmassy, and he's going to get there when we start adding more of the green for all the wreath and the holly branches and stuff that I'm going to put on him. But for right now, he's probably looking just very sort of Blood Angels to you. Don't worry, I promise it'll be fixed up. But I did want to still have some natural leathers in there because some of the holly designs that I was looking up to do on his cloak ended up having pine cones with them. And I really liked the warmth that that brown tone added in to the red and gold and green color scheme of the patterns that I was looking at. So that is what I am going with. Ondarian, well, I am so glad that you're able to join for the first time today. I hope that I don't disappoint you with this holiday marine. Like I said, we do have a little bit of cleanup still to do, so I got a little bit of white paint to put down first still. But I'm very, very much looking forward to it. This is, I believe he is a Stern Guard. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head because this is an older character that I've had for a while. Like, I built him, primed him in Grey Seer, and I really should not have fully assembled him. Like, I really should have kept his shield and backpack off at minimum just to make painting him easier, because good lord. But I didn't. So good on me. Good on me. But yeah, he is at least like an honor guard, I think, for the Ultramarines. He may I think I remember where he came from, actually. I think he is part of the honor guard for a named character that was released, and I don't remember who it was. But because of this sort of idea of creating all of my Ultramarines into Christmas Marines, I already have an idea for next year. And as you may have seen in my channel update for this year, in 2024, I wanted to go bigger and better, and I want to maybe actually paint a Primarch. And one of the Primarchs I thought I could possibly paint during next year's holiday season is Gilliman as Father Christmas. I think that would be amazing. I think it would be absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead, and I'm just going to let him lay there for a second. I'm going to get this paint shaken up because I need to get some more white paint out on my palette and get to work. I've been using, when I've been using opaques recently, I've been trying to stick with my Duncan Rhodes Too Thin Coats brand because I got that Kickstarter like ages ago and hadn't really messed around with them, but I started using them on my Oathsworn miniatures and I really liked them. All right, let's get my water back over here. Roll a brush right into screen. That's great, Angela, you're a professional. There we go. Now let's continue working on this U. Overlord Tweak, hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, you're putting together a Krampus and a St. Nicholas? That's awesome. What are you using, like, are you going with like legitimate sculptures of the two characters, or are you using alt sculpt of like something else, like, you know, a Warhammer figure or something like that? Let me know. Yes, thank you, Dim. I do think you're correct. I think he's part of Calgar's bodyguards. That is, I think, exactly where he comes from. I was really glad that I found him, because honestly, I wasn't sure, like, I had some ideas for just like a generic Primaris Marine, of course, for what I could do, but this I think is a lot more fun and a bit more challenging. Hopefully it turns out cool. I haven't actually really done like testing to see if the Wreath idea is going to look neat, but I'm going with it anyways. Jumping in bold. Alright, that's starting to look a little bit more opaque. I like it. Well, this is going to end up being a Wreath Marine. He's going to be my, what did Chaos Cultists call him? Captain Christmas. That's my idea, is I want to make him very, very Christmassy. Speaking of Christmas, I'm going to open my green soda. Which definitely gets completely knocked out when I put it up to my lips because I have a green screen behind me. Go figure. I'm actually just legitimately tiny, but I have gigantic hands in order to be able to paint and hold minis. I think once I actually start getting some of the green color tone on him, he's gonna really start to pop. Which I'm excited for. Just doing a little bit of opacity fixing on some of these edges. Oh, very cool. I bet there's some really awesome, like, holiday-themed 3D prints out there. There is, I know that... Is it Cool Mini or not? Whoever published the Hellboy board game, they had a Krampus miniature. Did I get it? I might actually own it. I know I ordered one. Did I ever pick it up from the store? I may have. I actually may have. That could be also a cool thing to do, because I actually have like a Krampus, like a Hellboy style Krampus miniature. At least I think I do. Now I gotta go double check. Why did I attach the backpack? No one knows. It was a foolish, foolish idea. I use a mixture of a variety of different paints. In fact, the white that I'm using is a Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy Tooth and Coats brand. I use a mix of Citadel, both their opaques as well as their contrast paints. I really like their contrast paints. But I do also use the Army Painter Speed paints, although I will admit I have not actually got my hands on a 2.0 set yet. To actually give those new colors a try. I've only been working with the OG colors, but I do really like them. I work with Master Series paints a lot. I've worked with other Army Painter, like their War Paints line. I'm super pumped for their new War Paints Fanatic line that they've been announcing and teasing to us all. It looks amazing. I've worked with some of the Green Stuff World, what are they called? The chromatic ones, the ones that have the color change effect. So I've done stuff with that. Vallejo I've used a bit. So I've actually played around with a lot of different paint brands, and I like to mix it up. Heck, I've even used like golden, like some just, normal standard acrylic paints on miniatures before. So definitely not beholden to a particular brand. I obviously am very much a fan of, say, contrast or contrast-like paints, just because I like the way that they flow. But I do like to mix paints, and that's something that I'm really actually trying to push myself on going into the new year, is I want to start doing that even more. I just realized I need to paint this U here white. Wish me luck, it's very small. So I'll try to keep it focused. I'm going to try to see if I can keep it focused on the U for you. And I know it's not a U. I know it's like the Omega symbol or whatever, but talking about Omega makes me sad right now, so I just don't want to mention him. Cleanest thing on this entire Marine is going to be his goddamn backpack. Alright, we got a little bit more capacity to clean up here. You might be like, why are you being so anal about the edge of that Omega symbol? Mostly because I want it to actually be white in the end anyways, and I'm trying to save myself some work. I'm sure I'm probably not. I'm gonna have to touch it up anyways, but whatever. Let me pretend I'm saving myself some work, okay? Alright, I think that's starting to look pretty gosh darn good. Oh, Ordinary ASMR, thank you for subscribing to, well, not subscribing. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. That is awesome. You are epic. Welcome. I hope you enjoy seeing the behind the scenes content and everything that is coming forward, and looking forward to everything that's coming on for next year. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Hello, Mad Larkin. You know what? I've heard really good things about a pro acrylic, but I have Are they just available online? Because I've not seen them like locally in stores, and I wasn't sure if they're like one of those online only. And do they ship well? Because my concern with shipping paints is them exploding in shipping. Because I've had that happen occasionally, and it's obnoxious, and I don't like dealing with it, which is why I tend to try to buy my paints like in person, and why I'm sort of limit myself sometimes. But like I've had decent success with Green Stuff World, although I have had some explode on me from them. So is Pro Acrylic pretty like solid when they ship? Because that's my biggest concern. Clan Orange Chicken, not on YouTube, but there are links in the video description and via the link tree where you can find the spicy content if you're into that kind of thing. But this is YouTube and they kind of frown upon that, you know? Interesting. Okay, I'll have to check, because maybe I just haven't looked. I mean, I haven't been to my, I haven't been to my local game store since, like, October. When I was visiting there last and I did a video about it. So, and I don't think Games of Berkeley carries Pro Acrylic, but Game Castle might in my area. So, and I know there's one near me. Maybe I'll check with them and see if they have any, because that would be pretty cool. All right, I am not feeling confident to move on because I remembered that I have a couple more things to fix. Let me get on camera first. Let me refocus our focus. And we've got these tiny U's down here. Please don't get all over my lovely leather. Oh, don't let me forget. I forgot to paint the leather on his sword hilt in the leather color tone, so right now it's just red. And after I'm done with this white cleanup, don't let me forget to do that before we move on to anything else, okay? Because that would be bad. I don't want to keep forgetting about it, because I keep noticing it and then having to do something else and then completely forgetting about it again. Okay, good. Mad Larkin, I might give them a try then, because I've heard them good things about them, and I've had them recommended a couple times now, so definitely something worth trying. Don't they also have a contrast-like line of paint as well, or is that somebody else? Man, I haven't listened to this song since, like, ages ago. Still kicks. Alright, that is looking solid. The other thing we need to take care of is that there's this, purity seal. And neither the seal or the... What is the portion that's written upon called? I know, like, I guess neither the seal or the wax, I'll separate it that way, needs to be red, so let's go ahead and clean that up. Nice. I'll definitely have to give it a try. Hello, Stanley's Toy Channel. Welcome. Happy holidays to you. Hope you're having a good week leading up to the wrap-up, I guess, of the holiday season. I guess if it's not really a wrap-up. Wrap-up would be the beginning of the New Year's. Oh my god, this year has flown by, but also taken forever. But mostly flown by. Have you had those kinds of years? Because that's really where I'm at right now. I do think I'm quite ready for 2024 to be here. Alright, I think we're starting to look pretty frackin' good. How's this? Oh gosh, no, I left, look at how terrible I left that side. I actually, oh, and on Darian ASMR, the reason that I'm gonna keep butchering your name, I'm really sorry, I'm gonna practice saying it. Words are hard for me though, and enunciation is even harder. The reason you may not have been a member previously is I actually only just recently turned that on in the, like, less than a month ago. Yeah, actually less than a month ago. So it's something new, something that I figured, you know, give people another way to sort of help support the channel, as well as get access to behind the scenes content if they're interested in that kind of thing. Because I like sharing that kind of stuff. I take pictures and stuff all the time of various projects, and I'm trying to take more going forward. So it's a great way to just get extra access and also help support and keep content coming. Delicately paint the sides of the miniature. Alright. Let's get on the inside of the cloak now a little bit. Now this is where I'm gonna kind of be, I don't know, maybe less concerned if I don't get exactly. Because I really don't want to mess up the red paint on the armor. And I know you guys probably can't see anything right now, I'm sorry. But I need this is the angle I need, okay? Okay, that's actually looking pretty solid. I'm gonna take him off the base for a minute. Oh, that sounds really fun, actually. Kit bashing Votan with AOS dwarfs. Are you using the flame ones specifically, or are you going with, like, have you bought, like, some of the old school, like, not World of Warcraft. Completely wrong franchise. The Fantasy Battles ones, like the old classic ones. Because personally, I miss the classic looking dwarves. Like, I enjoy the occasional Slayer looking dwarf, don't get me wrong, but like all of them looking like Slayers really bothers me. I just feel like it diminishes what the Slayers were in a weird way, and I don't know. But I do think kit bashing those characters, like the but you could also be using the airship ones, couldn't you? Because there's the fire dwarves and then there's the airship ones. Okay, which of the dwarves are you using for your kit bash? Or are you doing both? Are you using both? Philip, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Hope you enjoy your time here. Okay. Leather. I'm gonna take a break from the white because I think there's probably some touch up that I maybe need to do here or there, but I really want to move on to a new color and I want to get this leather taken care of before I forget. That's what we're doing. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, don't touch your old school dwarves then. Because, yes, with the old world returning, that's gonna be so cool. I'm so ready. I am so ready to see everybody bust back out all of their old Warhammer Fantasy Battles armies for the old world. Because I swear, everybody that I talk to that has one is like, oh yeah, I've got like 3,000 plus points of, you know, Warhammer Fantasy Battles army ready and rearing to go. I am good. And I'm like, yes. Because that means for like people like me who are new to it, who didn't actually... Regrettably, I did not get into Fantasy Battles before it was like fully gone. Like I picked up a few kits here or there because I thought they were neat, but like the area I was when I was getting into Warhammer for the first time had a much stronger Warhammer 40k player base than they did Age of Sigmar, or not Age of Sigmar. Sorry, Fantasy Battles. So, and like I think there was like one person that played like Fantasy Battles in the area, and no one else really did. So it was really hard to like kind of invest in it. Whereas I felt more comfortable, especially being a new player at the time, investing in 40k because there was a whole bunch of people to help guide and like play against, etc. So I never got too much into it, although I really wanted to get Vampire Counts and Tomb Kings so much because I just thought they were so cool. But they were very complicated, and I was kind of warned that they were sort of complicated as for beginners, especially since I had not really like done wargaming at all previously. So instead I got some Chaos Warriors because I thought the Chaos guys were cool, and I had done Imperium for my first 40k army, even though I really liked a lot of the Chaos guys. So I was like, well, I'll do Chaos in Fantasy Battles, but I never really got that far with it. And I never actually bought any of the Tomb King stuff, and I regret it so much. I did manage, however, to find an old Bretonnian starter set. So I do have some old Bretonnians, which I also was like the third army that I was thinking about. It was Bretonnians, it was Vampire Counts, then it was Tomb Kings, and then it was Bretonnians. That's the kind of like the order that it went in, and then it went into started going to Chaos. Which is why I ended up going with. I'm going to be off camera for just a second. I need to bring this up to my eyeballs for seeing purposes. Okay, that's looking good. So, just to get it to focus, let's bring it up close. So I went ahead and based it in a just light tan. It's actually a dwarf flesh color tone from Duncan's paint line, and now I'm just gonna coat it in a thin layer of snakebite just to add a little bit of depth to it. And then I might come back in actually and add a little highlight color. Because I was noticing on the other leather bits that I did, it's looking good, but it didn't end up highlighting as much as I wanted it to, so I might come back in. Oh yeah, I do love the depth though. The additional warmth that brings in. Okay, I want to see. I have... I'm going to mix a little bit of Mudfang Brown in with the light tan color that I just used as the base and see if I can get a highlight color. Because Mudfang, I think, is, like, close to Snakebite Leather, but an opaque. Okay, yeah, I like this tone that I've got here. Let's try something. Because I'm trying to push myself a bit more. Is it actually doing anything? Oh, it is. Not super well, though. I think we need to be a little lighter. Alright, there we go. Got a nice edge highlight happening. Really what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to get the natural shadows to sort of stand out a bit more. Gently. Gently. There we go. I like that a bit more. I don't know if you can really tell what I did, but I feel like I did something. Let's try bringing a little bit of highlights out on that edge too. Alright, there we go. Now, the one last thing that we want to do to the loincloth before we move on to the green, to actually start making him look a little bit more holiday. Oh my gosh, snakebite leather is still by far one of the best colors. It's one of those weird ones, because sometimes I don't like the way that it dries, but other times I love the way that it dries. It really depends on what I'm painting. There you go. There you go. That's a good way to fix the base problem. Oh, I've never played with fluorescent paint much, Overlord. That sounds fun. Let's close this paint. Make sure we close all of our paints, everybody. All right, then what I need to do is I need Dragon's Gold, which is the gold color tone that I used on all of them so far. And I want, he's got these little tiny little like dots of metal where like there's rivets, I'm assuming, keeping the leather stuck in place. And so I want to go ahead first, actually, to touch that up, because there was a little bit of white there. Okay. All right, now let's dab. Where did I put my gold? There it is. I'm gonna get a smaller brush. This is like a really, really tiny, tiny, tiny. Oh, where am I? Super. Hold on, I need to go grab a brush real quick. I'll be right back. I keep thinking I have headphones on, but I don't. Okay, I have the perfect brush. You can't even see how thin its points are. I'll show you guys in a second. We're gonna use this sucker. Look how thin that is. It's tiny. All right. All right. And there's a few more down here. Do not do anything.
I am not. You are completely off camera.
Okay, hello.
Hi.
I know I was probably not 100% on with that, but...
What were you doing?
I was dotting those little gold...
Oh, I see that. Nice.
Thank you! Alright! Are you guys ready to move on to some green? Because I think what my plan is going to be is to dance a little bit and stare at a light.
I am also trying to make her not nearly as pale, folks.
I'm a vampire. I can't help it.
I get it.
Okay. I am thinking... Which green?
I almost did something really inappropriate. And
what?
Nothing.
Do you think Camo Creed? Or Dark Angel's green?
Camo.
Camo? Alright, Camo Creed it is.
I almost did something like on camera I shouldn't have.
Oh, I see. I understand. I do understand. Also, hello Gavin, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. He's not a Boy Scout. He's a Christmas Marine! I know he's got the U, okay? I know he's got the Omega symbol, but we're stripping him of his Ultramarine-ness. It's not actually true. He's still gonna be an Ultramarine, but my headcanon is that this, like, sub-faction of, I don't know why I'm shaking both of these. I don't need both of them. Which one did you say, Camo Creed? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, okay, the story for my Christmas Marine. I got it. I understand. I remember what I was telling you. So my idea is that these Ultramarines got trapped on like an Arctic planet that was obsessed with Sanguinalis, aka Christmas. And therefore, they sort of just adapted that and have over time just become Christmas Marines for these people because they're really obsessed, and that's who always saves them is like Santa Claus and stuff. And so they're a second founding of Ultramarines that have gone completely holiday fantastic, and I love it. It's so dumb, and I need to hash out some like better details and everything, but it's pretty good. Hector, the painting is going very, very well. Thank you. Oh, thank you all.
I recorded that story, so...
Because it was a good story. It was for prosperity's sake. Let me scoot myself over. There we go.
So you're gonna take the entire table out.
I am. Okay. Here's the plan. Green. Because if we get anything on the cloak, the cloak is what I'm going to do last. I am going to put some contrast and or speed paint, I haven't decided which one yet, over top of it. But that is the plan. So, Camo Creed. Oh, Volatile Sky, I haven't checked out Raging Hero Studios' Christmas 3D prints. I'll have to take a look at those. A 3D printer is on my list of things that I might actually finally invest in next year. And that way I can do stuff like that and actually get some 3D printed things. I think that'd be really fun. All right, let's do what we've been waiting for. What I've been waiting for. I have been waiting for this for ages. Let's get some green on this boy. Let me get my hair off of myself. Thank you. So my idea is I'm going to make the Omega symbol look like a wreath. I'm actually going to leave the green portions that would normally be green actually as white to help complement and contrast. And then once I have this flat layer of dark green down, I'm going to come back in. I'm going to do some hash marks with some lighter colors to start bringing out the pine needles. And then I'll go back in with some like opaque red and put some holly berries in there. That's my hope, and we'll see how it ends up looking at what it ends up looking like. You guys see it? Do you see it coming together? Do you see my vision? It looks so good. I'm so excited. ASMR, no problem. Have a great rest of your day. I will show you guys some more progress on the community site later, so be looking forward to that. You'll get to see that as a member only, so I hope you enjoy, and thank you for swinging by and being able to hang out with me for a little while. It was very lovely to talk to you. I don't want to lower surface tension, though, but that is a good idea. I have heard that before. Alright, so that's looking good. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to do another coat because I want it to be a little bit darker, but I actually don't mind it being a little bit painterly like that. Now, I do want to take care of a couple of other things in regards to them being green. Specifically, the seals I all want to be green. Make sure we're focused on the right spot. Camera, thank you. Get you to stop shivering. Let's go ahead and pull some of the extra paint out so we can actually see the imprint. I like it. Something I am noticing. A bit of coolage there. Nice. All right, that is looking beautiful. Okay. We also, and I'm gonna switch to my very tiny brush for this. Probably unnecessarily so. Yeah, that's gonna be unnecessary. Okay. Brave, Angela. Be brave. I'm happy with that. That looks great. Alright, are you dry enough? It does look that way. Oh, we have a couple more seals, though, to take care of. And I need a bit more water and a bit more paint. Hello, this Aaron Games! Welcome! Thank you, Hector! I think it looks awesome, too, and we've got some more work that we're going to be doing to it to make it look even more holiday, but it is coming together the way that I hoped. I just realized I haven't whited out his eyes because I want his eyes to be also this green color, so we'll take care of that in a second. But first, I have a couple of purity seals to take care of. So the first one is this little guy here. Chaos Cultist was not wrong. Camo Creed was the absolute correct green to use. For like a wintry green. Holy cow. Alright, there we go. Alright, that looks great. Looks fantastic, actually. Let's do the slightly more complicated one, which is here. Okay. I think we're focused in a good area for you guys to be able to see. Alright. Hell yeah! These colors are coming together. They're looking beautiful. Okay. Don't forget the U's down on his loincloth. That'll be very important to get. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is looking cool. I had a brief moment yesterday as I was getting started on some things, and I realized I just need to finish cleaning up his cloak too. When I get back to doing some white, but I'm gonna do that off camera. I had self-doubt. I was like, is this gonna actually look good? Is this concept gonna come together well? And now I think yes. Yes, I do think it's gonna come together well. Alright. It's looking great. Let's go ahead and do one more pass on our big Omega symbol, okay? How's that sound, everybody? Hello, Will! Welcome to the stream! No, Hector, you're not blind. There's little Omega symbols all over this little boy. And it's a lot. We may end up having to do like a smidge of cleanup on the leather, I'm noticing. Maybe I can suck that up. It looks still wet. Maybe a little bit. I might need to do a little bit of touch up. But the point is it's looking good, and we still got some other things that we need to do to them. Although it's looking really solid. I really like the way the seals look. But I want to focus on this thing for a second, because I want to do one more pass. I want it to be a little bit more opaque. I don't need it to be like super opaque, but I want it to be a little bit more opaque, because we are going to be doing some slight texturing to it. But I want that depth in there. I want the deep green. It's entertaining. Why? Hell yeah, look at that. That's looking great. Okay. Let's take care of a couple of minor things that I know I need to touch up. First things first, I'm going to close this green paint pot because I don't want to knock it over and have it fly everywhere. That would be awful. We don't want that. I now need some white paint back out. Do I want to do this in green? I might do that cord in green. You know what? In fact, I think I'm going to. The reason is because his cloak is going to be predominantly white, and I kind of want the cord to stand out a little bit differently, and I feel like I want more green. Like green's one of my favorite colors, and I'm lacking it on this model, even though there's a lot of it already. Okay, but the thing is I need to wet this brush. Dab it slightly. Get some white paint. Okay. All right, everybody, hold your breath. Don't breathe too hard on the miniature, okay? Hello, Schmidt-Chen! Hopefully you are having a wonderful day. I am working on this beautiful Christmassy Space Marine, and he's coming along very swimmingly. But I'm gonna concentrate for a second, so give me a moment. Alright, I think my paint has dried on the bristles. Yes, it has. That's one small bad thing about these super tiny brushes. They just, like, dry out immediately. Alright, okay. Okay, that one looks good. Let's do the other side. Okay, that looks pretty even. We're gonna let it dry for a moment. Should dry pretty fast. It's not super dense. Hello, Ryu Mav! Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Gavin, that's exactly what I was going for. I was like, you know what? I really don't like painting normal Ultramarines. And I was like, how can I turn... And I wanted to do something Christmas. And this just... It fit perfectly. I think, legitimately, if I really like the way that this turns out, I'm just turning all of my... Any Space Marine that I have that has an Ultramarine... Oh, I just forgot. I need to paint that. Okay. We've got white still. Hold on. Because I just remembered that this... There's a little portion of one of the Ultramarine symbols on his shoulder right here that I forgot to tidy up because that needs to be green. I hadn't realized I completely had blown off the camera there. Thank you for subscribing to the channel today. Smitchen, thank you. I play, so I haven't been playing too much of 10th edition Warhammer, I admit, because I just haven't really gotten super into it. But my 8th and 9th edition armies were a combination, was Death Guard. I did attempt to start a Tyranid army for 10th edition, and I have played a few combat patrol missions with it, and I've got, like, roughly that amount worth of Tyranids painted up. So I do have Hive Fleet Maleficent. I worked a little bit on them on some live streams, actually, this year on the channel. But haven't been super active in playing Warhammer recently. I've actually been playing more board games than anything else. Also, I got into Shatterpoint, which was fun. Or is fun, rather. I've actually painted a lot of Star Wars miniatures this year. Alright, I think that's looking good. I need to put on... Hold on. One moment. Okay, there we go. Okay, we need to do that up in green. I want to do the cord in green. So let's get a little bit more of that back out. Is there anything else that I need to touch up in green? Or was it just the cord and that U? I think it's just those, right? Oh yeah, no, I love playing Death Guard. I am very much, so for me, I really enjoy castle type armies. It's something that I'm sort of trying to break out of when it comes to when I get back into the old world, because I want to actually go with Tomb Kings, which I don't think are quite as castle-y, but I love castling when it comes to like wargaming. I like keeping my boys together and marching them all forward as a group, and Death Guard are perfect for that. I also just really, really enjoyed the sculpts. So I got into Warhammer originally back in 5th edition with Space Marines. But kind of fell out of really enjoying Space Marines a whole lot in regards to both play and painting them pretty early on. Was out of the game for a while. Like I played through college, so about 4 years. Maybe 3 years. I think I got into it in my sophomore year, actually, not my freshman year. And played basically through college. And then sort of fell out because I moved and I didn't have a good gaming group. And then I also just wasn't liking where I think it was 6th or 7th edition was 6th edition was going, because that's when I was transitioning. So dropped out, got back into the game during 8th edition, and the new Nurgle sculpts, the Death Guard sculpts, just absolutely blew my mind. I loved them. I thought they were the most precious thing I'd ever seen. Some of them were just so adorable. There's one mini in particular for these Chaos, or for the Death Guard, like Plague Marines, and he's just got a little open mouth. He's like, and it's just, I love his face so much. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Completely blew, because I was working at a game store at the time when I was getting into it, and my coworkers were like, I can't believe you think these things are cute. They were adorable. So got really into Death Guard and sort of still love them, honestly. I don't really... Like, I like the Tyranids, I enjoyed playing them, but, like, Death Guard are so my thing. I even started an orc army, and I like them, too, because I love the hooligan nature of orcs. And I love painting orcs. They're so fun to paint. But Death Guard just are such my jam when it comes to playing them. Necrons are also great, but my partner plays Necrons, so I sort of avoided them. But there was a brief period when I tried getting back into the game prior to 8th edition. It was, like, during the 7th. And I did, Necrons were the route I was going, along with the Drukhari. It was between those two. Okay, I'm going to concentrate for a second, because I want to pull a straight line and not mess up my color. Not get too much green on this red. Okay, that will require a little bit of touch-up on the white, but that's fine. I don't really care. That all looks good. The U's mostly look good. There we go. Okay. The cloak cleanup I'm gonna do. Oh, the eyes. The eyes. The eyes. The eyes. They're dry now. Where's my wet portion of green? I've lost it. Oh, I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. I'm looking at my palette, staring at it dramatically, going, where are they? For my Tyranids... Do I have one? Yes. So, briefly, just to show off. For my Tyranids, this is my color scheme. Wow, look at that little bit of white that's on there. I think it's just very pale purple. Why are you not wanting to stay focused on my adorable Tyranid? Okay, there he goes. So this is my Tyranid color scheme. I went with Hive Fleet Maleficent. I was going for a very Disney villain vibe, hence the name Maleficent, hence all of the purple and green. I absolutely love this color combo together. I also ended up putting a little bit of yellow in there on the weapons, and then a little bit of pink with the mouth and some of the like exposed fleshy bits. And then of course there's a little bit of natural bone. And then what I'm going to do for the base is I want to get some like black rocky gravel and put that on there. Oh yeah, it's very Joker. It's very like I said, it's very cartoon villain was basically what I was going for. Like I said, my original concept was definitely Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. Because her classic look in the cartoon, not like the live action version with Angelina Jolie or whatever, but in the classic look, she is black, purple, and green. That's like her whole thing. And she's got these beautiful, like vibrant, this color green flame, like that really vibrant, eerie green. That's the flame color she would have. And so I wanted to go, like I was pulling from that inspiration, but people have called out like Joker, they've called out, honestly, Hulk is like one of the heroes that's been called out, not a villain, but although he has kind of had some like tweener vibes, hasn't he? Eyes. I need to go with a smaller brush. My brain was blanking on why I was staring at this little brush in front of me. Here, let's do it. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna maybe focus. There we go. Oh my gosh, look at him. Look at that. Look at that beautiful boy. Alright, yeah, we're gonna paint do I want to do the cord in green? I think I want to do the cord in green. I've been fussing back and forth because there's not a lot of white on the front. There's gonna be a ton on the back because of his cloak. But there's not going to be a lot on the front. Do I want to do it in white or do I want to do it in green? Chaos Cultist! Can I ask you a question? I'm having a dilemma. Can I ask you another question after this one?
Yes.
I am having a dilemma on whether or not I should paint that cord green or white. I am leaning towards green. My theory is that I don't feel like there is, like the cloak is all white, and then I'm going to candy cane stripe the sword, I think.
Yeah,
so,
I think green.
So then I think green, right? To bring in more green? Okay, good. Thank you. Alright, let's go with green then. Alright, this is gonna take a couple coats just because it's wanting to slide off the rounded material. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Alright, that looks good. I think that's like the darkness that I want. The darkness. Alright, do I see anything else that needs this color until after I have painted the cloak in a coating of white so I can do the holly designs? I'm not seeing anything else. So what I think I'm going to do now is I want to start pulling out some lighter greens to basically put onto the big U that we've got to make it more Wreath-like. You're going to roll, aren't you? There we go. Just going to sit that there. All right, I'm going to look. He is quite the brat. You're not wrong. Yeah, I think we're going to do that in Elysian green. Okay, I think these are the two greens I'm going to use. I'm going to do like a bright pine. Oh, very cool. What are the tree canopies for specifically? Are you like, are they going on to a big diorama piece? And if so, what is it? Oh, thank you, Stacking Limit. I really like it too. It's, oh, here, let me show you guys, for those of you that maybe haven't seen it. So I built a tiny 1,250 scale, I think it was. Little Japanese either air carrier destroyer. I'm actually not 100% sure. I was seeing some comments on my Instagram post about it, and somebody said that technically the Japanese are not, since World War II, are not allowed to have air carriers. I think because of the bombings on Pearl Harbor. At least that would be my guess. So I think technically they may actually call their air carriers still destroyers. But I don't know. The point is look how cute it is. Look at the tiny helicopters and the tiny airplanes. They're so small. I got this at this Japanese market that's near me. And they started selling like these tiny scale figures. And I was just like, I like scale models. Let me build one. And so it's really cute. Oh, and it comes with two blue, like deep blue acrylic pieces. Oop, one of my lights just went. Let me see if I can switch it, not swip it. There you go. I fixed it. Ooh. But yeah, it comes with this, like two-piece acrylic wavy pattern so that for display purposes, it can sit on the water, which I thought was pretty cool. There's two variants for each of the 4 ship options that come with the blind box products, you know, like you get a random selection. I actually got the largest of the 4 boats, which was really cool, and I was really excited because I got the one with the water display of the boat, which is cool. Like, that would have been fine, but I was really wanting the, like, make it look like it's sailing across the water. Ah, they call them helicopter destroyers. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's what somebody else in the comments was saying, and I was like, oh, that does make sense, but... Because I think on the box, it called it, like, a destroyer. Well... I don't remember where I saw it. Somewhere on, like, the box or something, it said destroyer. I think maybe I just saw the D, actually, and was like, oh... DDH181. What? These nuts! Exactly. Yes, I saw the D's and I thought of these nuts. I'm very mature. I'm very mature. Let's paint a Space Marine. That's what we're working on. We're not working on destroyers or air carriers or anything like that. We need to paint a Wreath. I'm super hyped for this. Okay, let's go. Okay, definitely need more water. And probably more paint. Okay, let's do this again since that actually did not put any paint down. Alright, first little layer down. You can kind of start seeing it forming, but it's light. Let's go ahead and pop open the other paler color, and I'm going to start just mixing and blending them together kind of haphazardly. Not super haphazardly, but I want to make the two colors work together. And I think we definitely need to start getting some brighter tones in there so we can actually see a bit more of the pattern we're doing. Are you starting to see it come together? Doesn't that look great? The hardest thing is just keeping, like, the paint flowing well enough. But we're gonna get there. I think we need to up our brightness. So I'm actually going to pull the white back out. And we're going to start adding some white into that bright green. So that we can layer back on some of the darker color tones too and kind of keep layering this up. All right, I'm gonna pull, I want to bring out some of the darker greens again a little bit and then do one more layer, I think. But I'm feeling pretty good about that. All right, I want to go back to the light greens now. All right. Let's get the final highlight color on, I think. All right, I'm gonna do something that I may regret, but I want to do a little bit of a spot wash just in the depths of the U with the same original base color that we did. Okay, ready? I think it looks pretty good. All right, what I want to do now, before I try doing this on anything else, is I want to come back in with a little bit of the white again. And thankfully I already have a bunch out on my palette. Because I want that edge to be white, like a really bright white. And then I'm gonna see if I can do like maybe a little bit of dots of white on it. And then maybe paint some of them over in red to make them holly berries. That's where I'm at right now, but I want to finish the shield. All right, let's try. Ivan, that sounds great. The Diagon Alley is a great set from my understanding. I've not built it myself, but I do really like the features about it. And I love that the base of it can actually support other builds, which is just really fun. So I hope you enjoy the heck out of that build, my friend. Thank you, Stacking Limit. I also am loving this mini. Like, he is looking so festive, which is exactly what I was going for. Alright, let's try being just as delicate as we were before. That is very, yeah, that is quite expensive. I don't blame you for switching gears. Alright, I think, like, I just want to show you guys from, like, sort of a distance. Oh, never mind. It's not going to show you because I've got a green screen. Alright, I think I'm really liking that. It feels like a wreath, right? Please give me confirmation. I'm having doubt. What I am going to do is I want to highlight some of these. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it, because I'm like sitting there going, do I like this? I think I do, but have I fucked it up? I don't know. Alright, I think I like what's going on the little wreaths down there. Let's go ahead and just do a light highlight over the seal. There we go. Looks good. Okay, I think where it's going to be really important for us to also do this highlight is on the ribbon. Okay, good. Thank you guys. Sweet. I'm glad it's looking like a wreath. That's what I was just looking for confirmation that I was doing something right. Good. Good. Do you think I should add any red hollies? Like, I'm thinking maybe around, like, here, and then, like, here. Like, basically just kind of dot it up. Or do you think I should just leave it pure green to let it stand out since I've already got so much red on there? And if I don't do red, should I, like, dot, like, white dots or something for snow effect? Ivan, no problem. Thank you for hanging out with us while you had the opportunity to. It's always lovely to see you and chat. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Alright, got my light green back. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, is like I feel like there's a balance that I might end up losing if I do something else. And it definitely reads green. I'm pretty happy with that. Now I want to do a tiny highlight in the eyes. There we go. That's great. Okay, good. So that really helps his eyes stand out. We need to do a little bit of touch-up to our seals, I'm noticing. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull the green back out, and we're going to do that. That's what I'm worried about, too, is it potentially looking too busy. Thank you guys for, like, giving me some nice feedback on that. It's always... one of the reasons that I like doing the stream sometimes is because I can be like, hey, what do you think of this idea? Am I crazy? And then you could be like, yes. Or no, depending on how you're feeling about it. You want to see the wreath?
Things. Oh, excellent.
Right?
Yeah, when you said... I didn't quite understand what you were describing earlier, and I see it now. That's excellent.
Thank you. I think I've talked with chat a little bit about
You're
it.
not gonna do the baubles?
I don't think I'm gonna do the baubles, because I think it's gonna be too much. Like, I think it's
Honestly, I'm fine with that, because if nothing else, I can proxy them into the hobby nights. And
there you go.
My blood angels.
That's true. That's absolutely true. Now, the one thing that,
it's a blood angel who's... It's either a blood angel who's an Ultramarine fanboy, or an Ultramarine who's a blood angel fanboy.
No,
I'm not sure which.
It's Ultramarines. It's Ultramarines that got stuck on a planet that were obsessed with Sanguinolius.
That makes sense, yeah.
So, and then they just had to adapt the look to be able to, like...
Do they still know their gene father is Gilliman?
I haven't decided that yet, I guess. Hello, Waffle the Man! 101, welcome to the stream. Check out my Christmas Marine. Isn't he beautiful? I'm actually very proud. Okay, we got... Wow, that's a very... I let paint dry on that. I fixed it. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's okay. What time is it? Oh my god, I've almost been painting for 2 hours already. Well, cool, actually. That's actually pretty good, because the main... Words. Heyo. Okay, let's think about what we need to do next. Also, please inspect his eyes. I highlighted them. Woo! Like, we're starting my 2024 goals early.
Nice.
And we're going the extra mile.
I can't wait to see that candy stripe.
Oh, I know, right? Okay. What do I want to do?
They'll have to tune in on Friday if they want to.
Yes, if you want to see the candy stripe, you're going to have to tune in on Friday, because that I'm not doing on stream. That's going to be off stream. That's probably going to be one of the last things I do. I think what I want to do now, team, is... See anybody move for things you do before. Hey, say, move for me, right? Alright, I need to sing a little bit because I love this song. It's Dance Monkey, if you guys aren't familiar with it. It's a great song. I know it's not what you guys are listening to, but it's what I'm listening to. Focus, Angela, focus. I think I need to put the white on. I think I want to let that dry, and I think that's what we're going to do next. So, let me think about which white I want to do. Do I want to do the slightly warmer white of the speed paints? I'm kind of leaning towards that, but I'm worried it's going to be too gray. And dry brush white back on. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's do our warmer color. We're really going to shake this up, though. I have zero focus capabilities sometimes. I'm pretty sure I have, like, undiagnosed ADHD to some level. But, yeah, it's fine. Absolutely, you could totally just dry brush your Black Templar. What's stopping you? There's nothing out there that says that you have to edge highlight. Normally, I'm not a big fan of edge highlighting either. I find that a trick is using the side of your brush rather than the tip of your brush. Like, you want to use, like, if my finger is the model edge, right? You want to use your brush like this on the side of it, because you can actually get a little bit more control and you get a cleaner line that way, as opposed to using the tip. But there's nothing out there that says you have to edge highlight like that. Dry brush. I love dry brushing. Dry brushing is beautiful. It is brilliant. Use it all the time. Absolutely. Hello, the Phoenix. Welcome to the stream. Left me broken Tuesday, I was through with hoping. Wednesday, my empty arms were open. Thursday, waiting for love. Friday, running like the fires on the world on Saturday. Known Oil is a great tool to just slap on there, get some nice shadows. It's beautiful. All right, let's see. Do I want to use this? I think I do. think we're gonna go with the speed paint. I want to go the slightly bigger brush. All right. Okay, ready? I'm terrified. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to be highlighting this back out. The first things first is to just get it all over. Tuesday I was through with hoping. Wednesday my empty arms were open.
I'm sure this is going great with that dark synth wave.
Oh, I'm sure. Sorry. The stars, it's Friday. I'm burning like a fire gone wild on Saturday.
If you somehow get copyright struck,
I know.
Hilarious. Yeah, where was the Space Marine Advent calendar this year?
Dude, I don't know. I don't remember seeing one.
Right? I don't think there was one. Because, like, this little dude was adorable. These dudes were adorable.
I know. I'm really surprised they didn't re-license, because they did it twice in a row.
Pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, there hasn't been an art count or an art one either in a couple of years.
Yeah, the art one's got shit.
Yeah, well, they were only good for like 2 years.
They really were. Okay.
Also, by the way,
Yeah.
because I know people in the comments have already said something about it.
What?
This is an aircraft carrier over here, not a destroyer.
It's not actually, though, because apparently, according to people in the chat and in comments on Instagram, the Japanese Navy is not allowed to have carriers as part of their, like, World War II, like, treaty.
Yeah.
So they're all called destroyers. They're called helicopter destroyer, like.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh.
So they aren't actually allowed to call them carriers, supposedly.
And
which
that's why it only comes with tiny helicopters and no, like.
Well, it's got the two
F-15.
planes, but yeah, it doesn't have any jets or any, like,
What
jet
are you
planes.
talking about? I don't see any planes.
Are the two at the front not planes?
No, they are all.
Those are all helicopters?
Yeah, that's an.
Oh!
Yeah, that's an Osprey.
Oh! I thought one was a plane and one was a helicopter. So yeah, apparently it's a helicopter destroyer. Because they're not allowed to have air carriers. I'm moving some of my paint around. If you're wondering why I'm just, like, poking. But yeah, so we're gonna end up dry brushing some of these, some of the splotchiness out of this guy.
But yeah. It's an Osprey.
Oh, okay. That was a plane. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, see, the Ospreys can fold up.
Oh, is that what Will Ospreys named?
Probably, if it's not derivative of his real name. He uses a different spelling.
Okay, got it.
So I also think the Osprey is a bird.
Well, that's what I thought it was as well. I didn't realize it was a helicopter.
But yeah, no, yeah. What it is it's probably, there's probably a technical term for it because it's not just a helicopter.
Right, right.
Because it's one of those vehicles that can take off vertically.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then once it's in the air, it can turn its propellers forward, and it basically becomes a propeller plane.
Oh, that explains why I thought they were just planes. Because that's what I thought it was. I thought it was just propeller planes.
Nope. Nope.
I was like, maybe they're not allowed to have jets. All right, that is looking pretty good. I need to do some fucking cleanup on that hand. Holy moly.
Stay in frame.
Alright, but I think... the way the shield turned out.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do a little bit of cleanup on the gold. In fact, you know what, screw it, I'm going to do it right now. Because I see it. I got a little bit of green on the gold.
Oh, have you gotten a delivery notice yet?
No, I haven't even gotten a notice that they've left.
That's what I meant.
Let me check. I have some notices. Between 2 and 4.
Okay, thank you.
What time is it now, actually? 12:54? Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of this little bit of... Okay, I think that touches up the gold skull pretty well. Still seeing green? Or is it just my eyeballs? Okay, there we go. I think that's better. Okay. Oh, really? I did not know that. That makes sense. I kind of thought Japan always got the brunt of it because of the bombing of Pearl Harbor. And, you know, America took great offense to that. But it makes sense that, like, Italy might be... Schmidt, you didn't miss too much. I have completed the wreath, though. Look at how beautiful it is. I actually really like the way that turned out. I've decided not to add anything else to it. The U will be circled in the white. I think it makes it pop really nicely. And I've gone ahead and I've added a little bit of paint to our cloak, which looks absolutely horrendous as it's drying right now. But don't worry, because as it finishes, we're going to come back in and we're going to dry brush back on some more whites and really bring out just a really nice look to this. Make it look sort of dirty, like he's been living out doing things. You know what? In fact, I'm gonna spot darken a little bit because I'm gonna be doing that. We're also going to end up doing some other painting to this, but you'll have to see that later, because I have some designs I want to do on the cloak. Now, my patrons and my YouTube members can already get access to seeing what I'm planning on doing on the cloak, or at least like an idea of what I'm doing, if you guys are interested in that. So do feel free to subscribe and become a member. It does help us out a lot. Let's go ahead and get that in there. I'm just gonna pop some of these shadows because I am gonna come back in with a white dry brush, and I'll be able to smooth any of this out. So, thank you.
Angel. By the way, I would like to apologize to chat for her having you guys hidden this entire time.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry! To be fair, I asked you to make sure we were set up for the stream.
You told me to set up the cameras.
It was everything. I wanted you to make sure this was set up properly.
Look at chat. They're cold.
They're poor.
We left them outside for the entire stream.
I'm sorry, chat. Well, you know what? It's okay, because that means the footage will look even that more amazing for, I guess, the video that this will be used in.
Yeah, that's true. It will be, actually. Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, but at least it'll be fine. I'm sorry. Okay, I think the last thing I'm going to do before we call it is I'm going to put a little bit of skeleton horde on that seal that he's got on his foot. I don't know why I struggled to say the word foot, but boot, I think, was what I was trying to go for. Alright, let's get a little bit of this out. And then I'm going to get some lunch after this. Man, I am really, really, really happy with this. I'm seeing, like, minor little things that I want to just take care of while I'm doing this sort of detail step. One thing I noticed was I got a little bit of white into my wreath section. So I'm going to come back in with the deep green, the camo creed that we used. Sorry, I didn't mean to whack the camera there. And do a little bit of spot touch-up. Keep holding it this way. Hello, Hari! Welcome to the stream! Look at that.
Nice.
It looks so good. I'm so happy with it. Okay. I need to let the white that we've painted on here dry so that I can then come back in with a dry brush afterwards, tidy it up, and then start working on the hollies. But you guys are going to have to wait to see that until this Friday when the video is complete and officially out. I do hope that everybody enjoyed hanging out with me as I worked on the wreath portion of today's Space Marine. I absolutely loved doing this. I'm very happy with how this guy's coming along. He's got the level of polish that I'm trying to push myself for. There's still some things that I need to do. Like, I want to put a little bit of a wash over the gold to help pop that a bit more, get into some of those recesses, but that'll be something, again, you'll see in the main video. Hello, Havman! Welcome to the stream. I do apologize. We are about to wrap up, but it was lovely to see you in, and I hope that you get to go back and watch this and enjoy it. And don't forget that this Friday, you'll get to see the whole thing come to fruition, and we'll talk about my wonderful Space Marine, my Christmas Marine. Oh my god, he's so good. I love his eyes. I look at him staring into your soul with jolly and joy and Christmas cheer. Look at him. Sanguinalis will come for you. It will come for you. He's beautiful. It's so good. I love it.
That macro.
It's trying so hard.
It doesn't have a lot of depth of field at this, you know.
It doesn't. Alright, I am done messing with my camera. Let me get it to refocus down here, maybe. Maybe. You can do it. Well, bam! We're back with our Marine. Anyways, I will see you guys all next time. I'm going to go ahead and get myself some lunch and then probably get back to work on this lad, because I still have some stuff I need to do, and I want to get him wrapped up before the end of the day. So I have some work to do, and I'll see you guys next time. See you Friday. Bye!